I am making homemade Bolognese sauce with no need for Focaccia. I already prepped the bread before I thought of this idea of going live and cooking, so y'all will just see kind of the last part of it. And I will put all of the recipes in the description. So this recipe is actually part of a lasagna recipe, but we use the sauce and just put it with pasta, and it tastes really good and it freezes really well. You also get to sneak a bunch of vegetables in it. So the first thing I'm doing is I am cutting up carrots, celery, and red onion. I guess you could use a regular onion, and I did wash my hands. You could use a regular onion, but I think the red onion kind of gives it more of a colorful effect. It just looks pretty. So I'm just doing like a medium chop on the carrots. I'm using 3 whole carrots. And then I'm going to use, I have this memory or this recipe memorized, but sometimes I kind of fudge it. So for you guys, I'll do it how the recipe says. So it's 3 whole carrots, and then we have 3 stalks of celery. For this recipe, I ended up accidentally kind of making a tradition that we do it on Valentine's Day. And I know today's not Valentine's Day. Guys, don't freak out. It's not Valentine's Day. It's tomorrow though. But we're having it tonight. It's one of the kids' favorite meals. Okay, now we need 3 stalks of celery. This meal also has a ton of meat in it. It makes a lot. So this we freeze, and it makes like 3 meals because it is pricey what you're having to buy. And no one be judging my kitchen or anything. It's an old 90s kitchen, and I like it because I don't get sad if something breaks. Alright. I just like to cut celery down the middle. And then so I will link the, I know I'm probably saying it wrong, the no need for Kosher. I'll link that. You start it overnight and let it ferment in the fridge. And it is the easiest bread. And sometimes when I'm doing the vegetables, if I kind of like look in the pot and I go, I need more, then I just add more. No one's gonna be like, wow, this pasta, it just has 1 stalk too many of celery. Alright. Then we have celery. And y'all will just have to bear with me when I move the camera, because it's on a janky tripod that the 3-year-old has broken. 4-year-old has broken. The 2-year-old probably helped though. Teach you how to cook. Cooking is easy. I really don't like baking. So like the bread part of this, not my favorite. But cooking I like because it has, I don't know, there's a lot of leeway with it. Like, you can't mess it up that bad. I also probably need my glasses on because I'm reading this. I am doing really good. So if you're just joining, I'm making homemade Bolognese sauce to go with some rigatoni pasta tonight. And then we also are making fresh bread. This has become a yearly tradition around Valentine's Day. I make this. I'm kind of sad though because our store carried heart-shaped pasta for a while, and it was so cute for Valentine's Day, but they didn't this year. They had stars. That's not very tiny. And I actually don't have one of the ingredients, so I sent my husband to the store. I forgot the parsley, but that's kind of at the end. It's kind of, oh my goodness, my eyes are watering. Don't ever touch your eye. You're supposed to I have goggles for this. I actually do have goggles for it. You're supposed to put like a glass of water or something next to it, and the onion will go harass the water instead, but not me. It's just me. Okay, so now we have all of our vegetables in here chopped up, and I'm gonna little stir. See, like that, I need more carrots in that. So I'm gonna do one more carrot. We're just gonna make a mess of the kitchen because I don't want to keep walking away. It'll all get cleaned up eventually. Man, that onion. Whew. Whew. It's not a stinky onion. It's just, man. It just wanted to make me cry. Okay, so I just want one more carrot. Because I mean, they say 3 large carrots, but what if my carrot is smaller than what the people that made this recipe is? And if you hear me sniffling, I'm sorry. I'm still getting over it. Like a sinus infection? Holy smokes, it took me out. And it's been like 2 weeks now. Okay, so I've got the carrot. Probably move you guys over to the oven. Like I said, no judging the kitchen. Part of living below your means, you know, living below your means. Okay, now you guys are gonna move over here. Okay. So these are the rest of the ingredients that you're gonna need, and parsley. And of course you're gonna need olive oil. I had olive oil that my mother-in-law brought me from Italy, and I don't have any more. And it seriously was the best olive oil ever. You could just drink it. Just the olive oil. Okay. So, good amount of olive oil, and you're gonna get this turned on and spoon. Let me get the recipe so I'm not, like I said, I'll put the recipe on the link. But it is one of my favorite things to make. You're going to saute the onion and carrots and celery in about 5 tablespoons. I did not put 5 tablespoons in there. Good. 5 tablespoons of olive oil in a large pot until soft. And then we're going to add the pancetta. So after this, nice and good and soft, we'll add the pancetta. And then I'm telling you, there's a lot of meat. There's ground beef, there's ground veal. Don't come for me. It was already at the store. I didn't butcher the cow. And ground pork. And then we're also going to be making our own sauce with this. This is where the parsley comes into play, but we won't need it for a while. So hopefully you know who'll be home. And then you're also going to need a bottle of red wine. You can use any of your choice. I like the 19 Crimes. And you're gonna burn off all of the alcohol once this is in here. It's kind of like the finishing touch. But yeah, this is just pretty though. It's just pretty. I don't want the phone to drop. Whoop. It's just pretty and it's happy. But then we also have bread. So the bread is the no knead. And if you want to write this down really quick, I guess you could. But it's 500 grams of all-purpose flour or bread flour, 2 cups of warm water. So you do 1.5 cups of cold water, and then you add half a cup of boiling. Our coffee maker does like boiling water, which is amazing. And then instantly sugar, salt, and olive oil. Very, very simple. Hi, Jake. And then so I mixed all that together overnight, put it in the fridge to cold ferment. So that's 10 to 12 hours. And then you take it out and you put it in the pan that you're gonna wanna be cooking in. And then it's been slowly fermenting again, and it looks great. So I'll take this out for a second while we get everything else ready. Well, this is what it looks like. So before it was, see how it's kind of starting to go over the top? So it probably just needs a few more minutes to proof a little bit, but it smells so good. I'm gonna start opening up everything. I like to, like, while that kind of sets up, I like to prep everything else in the process, because I have to do this at nap time. And what I'll do is, this is alive, so I will edit this down and make it into something. Right? I'll make it into something. Okay. I need my can opener. Hope everyone's having a good day. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, so if you're a guy and you forgot, you still have a chance to get someone in your life a Valentine's. There's no... I'm glad I saw this before. I don't have the blade. Kinda need this for a blender. Also, the best part about this recipe is the smell, because you let it simmer for like 2 hours. You let it simmer for 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes I do 4. It just makes me want to go to Italy. Okay, these are the San Juano tomatoes. I grew last year. I wanted to taste this. Okay, I was wondering, because, like, you know, you grow tomatoes yourself, and you don't know what it's like supposed to taste like in a sauce, but it tastes pretty much the same as what I grew. So, I always forget that this recipe doesn't have garlic, which I think is so weird, but it doesn't. It doesn't have garlic. Ooh, all those 5 tablespoons of olive oil doing their job. These cans perfectly fit in the Ninja blender that I have. All 3 of them. Sometimes I get in a mood that I don't want to cook anything, and then I get into like a month where I'm cooking everything. We had to clear out the fridge last night because I had made so much stuff that we had so many leftovers. Alright. I got this, and my trash can's full, so they're gonna go in the sink. I'm also going to politely go blow my nose over there. And I'm back. I walked around my whole entire house that fast to blow my nose. Now I'm gonna do camping. You know, all this stuff gets like burnt out. No one wants that. Okay. Gotta get the diced uncured pancetta. I splurged and got boar's head because I love my family. I should have really taken the trash out before I did this, because now I'm like, don't have any room to throw away anything. And surprise, surprise, I had another sick kiddo, but now the oldest one went down. So he's upstairs, but I asked him, I was like, if you don't want to eat this, you know, you don't have to. I can make you something else. And he was like, oh, no. He was like, I want it. Maybe it would heal him. Yeah. And look, this used to be a cork, and now it's not. They really cheaped out 19 crimes. But, you know, you only need a cup of it. So the ingredients for all of this is olive oil, red onion, carrots, celery, pancetta, red pepper flakes, parsley, which I need to get, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of ground veal, 1 cup of red wine, 3 28 ounces of the San Marzano tomatoes, and a cup of whole milk that you do at the very, very end. It's a lot of, it seems like a lot, but it's not. And the smell is worth it. Honestly, I don't love using nap time to like do chores, but when it comes to like prepping dinner during nap time, it makes the rest of the day so easy. Like the other day I actually prepped 2 things. I did an egg casserole for the next day, and then I prepped meatloaf. And gosh, it's just so easy. It's so easy. So if you have the means, prep stuff when kids are asleep. Alright, so we got about 2 more minutes on that, and then we're going to put the pancetta in. Then all will be good. Gotta get the blender out. Good old blender out. And also, clean up as you go. I love that this has a drawer. Our other fridge broke. And the warranty covered that bad boy? Come on now. That's some awesome stuff. And if you're wondering, wow, who made this cutting board? My uncle. But he also taught me how to make these. Have I made any? No, I made one with him. They're very complicated. Very complicated. But they're like the end grain cutting board. Very beautiful. I tried selling them, but honestly, the time it takes to make them is not worth it. Like, no one wants to spend $100. Yes, the kids know they're eating all the yummy animals. They don't care. They seriously don't care. Oh yeah, they know. They know. They know. It's 3 boys. They ain't clueless. My grandpa was a butcher, so my dad was always big on, you know, eating all sorts of meat. So, I actually did try this recipe. Veal is expensive. I've tried it without. It tastes okay. Those baby cows just do something. But it is what it is. I didn't butcher it. The company did. The government. Alright, so then so the onions have gotten translucent, and that's usually when you know it's like softened. Okay, now we're gonna add the pancetta. Sorry, I told you it's jinky thing. Okay. That smells real good. You got fat going in. So on the recipe, I'm trying to look because I don't want to tell you guys wrong. Okay, it says to do this until softened, but to turn down the heat just a little bit. My stove gets so hot so fast. It is smelling delightful. Delightful. You know, Justin's gonna walk in and he's gonna be like, oh, great, another lie. Yeah, another lie. I'm on here like, I mean, I got clothes on, but I didn't brush my hair or nothing. This is as real as it gets. Okay. We need the olive oil for the bread. I'm going ahead. Like I said, I like to prep everything separately. See, a cup. I am not skilled enough to know what a cup is just by throwing it in. Can't do it. Can't do it. And also our store was out of, I'm not a huge fan of pork. And I used to have an intolerance to it, but I wanted the organic ground pork, and they didn't have it, so I had to settle for the Publix brand ground pork. Get into those. I'm gonna have to get my smusher spoon out. I don't like this one. I want one of those that go like this. This is kind of weird. That doesn't. I have to put a lot of effort. Put a lot of effort into this. Red pepper flakes. That was the other thing. Man, all these projects and stuff that we did before I had a YouTube, we made our rinky-dink little tiny pantry, and we made pull-out drawers and with the spice stuff, and now I'm great. Now I don't have any good ideas. And I tell you what, trying to get all those watch hours is gonna be daunting. At this point, I'm gonna be going live and being come with me and watch paint dry. Make it happen. And I know I keep looking over here because my phone is horizontal because I'm trying to be fancy. But I keep not looking at the dot. Okay. We're back. I had to defrost it because it wasn't frosting fast enough for me. Okay. Now we are ready to add the meat. So I have 85/15 organic grass-fed beef. And y'all chill when I touch it with my hands. I will go over and wash my hands. It will be okay. Okay, so we have 1 pound of 85/15 ground beef. So I got my dirty hands. We have, this is a little over a pound, but it's okay. We have 1.16 pounds of ground pork. This is 80/20. I don't think they make really leaner at the store. Okay, and then we have the controversial all-natural ground veal. It will be okay. Okay, and that is 1 pound of that. So we got 4 different types of meat. Just a mess. Probably went bankrupt. Alright, let me wash my hands. Hold on. Okay. Now, come on over here. You can watch me. Now it's just time to mix it all together. Does anyone have any plans for Valentine's Day? We could do Valentine's Day alone. It could be fun. It could just be an excuse of the day of, Hey, I use both measurements. I use grams and that, so I'm a very confused person. Just kind of want to like mix it in there enough so then you can get the other spoon in there to turn it all around. If you're angry at someone this Valentine's Day, you could make this meal and really take it out. Pretty sure I saw something, but you know, I'm just gonna strengthen my immune system. Okay, I'm gonna let this like brown up a bit. It's on level 4. Let's see what the bread's doing. Let's see what the bread's doing. Oh, hold on. Ah, why on earth? Why can't I see? I can't see. The chat like goes away as soon as it. Catholic, wait some pictures. I think the bread's ready. Okay, I think it's 400 degrees. Oh, look at how bubbly. Okay, I need. Please preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Oh, look at this. Woo! Okay, I'm coming back over here. So this total like proofing and fermentation time is, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 16 hours. 16 hours. Okay, I need salt. Hold on. I like to use this like coarse flaky salt for this part. Last time I made this, I rushed it. It didn't turn out good. Very, very sad. Very sad indeed. Okay. Literally, remember, I just washed my hands, so hush. Okay. And then, literally just pour olive oil to your contentment. All in your hands, like you want it to be messy. And now, nope, I need more olive oil. Like it shouldn't stick to you. And now we're making the little holes in, I don't know how to say it, the Focaccia. I know I'm saying it wrong. Someone's gonna come at me. Listen. As long as it tastes good. Boop, boop. There's my OCD trying to make everything look uniform, but ooh, now we're going to drizzle olive oil after washing. I still always remember when I like olive oil in my hands that like water and oil don't mix. So if you smell something good today, it's probably coming from my house. Fresh bread. These boys are spoiled. I never got this as a kid. Okay. Now you almost can't do too much olive oil. But I mean, don't go crazy. Yeah. I needed a slow drizzle. Okay. And then it gets like all in little nooks and crannies. And then I'm gonna take this flaky salt. So my kids say that this tastes like Pizza Hut crust. They mean it in a good way. Okay, now I had to redeem myself with this bread because I made it once and I rushed it and it didn't rise and it was chewy. And I'm stubborn and I like literally have been thinking about it ever since. Like, how dare I mess that up? Okay. Nice and flaky salt up top. Now we just have to wait until the, get out of here, spam. We just have to wait until the oven preheats. Hold on, come back. Now we gotta go back to the meat. I don't know how this live's gonna be, but I kind of ran out of Legos, so it happens. It's a lot of meat. I mean, it's over 3 pounds. Smells delightful. I have to start thinking. I have no ideas. What are we cooking? We're cooking homemade Bolognese sauce and the Focaccia. That kind of bread. The bread with the little holes in it. Tastes good. Why not be able to say it? We'll just say it's because, you know, I'm blonde and from the South. We'll just go with that. And then while you're waiting, you have yourself a cup of lukewarm black coffee to get through the rest of the day. Cheers. So now we're literally waiting on, oh, I forgot to crank the heat. That was on me. I'm just doing this. And then it literally says to add like the salt and pepper at the end. You're just doing it to taste. We'll put a little salt and pepper in with the tomatoes. I'm all out of my good salt. That's the worst when you run out of the good salt and then you have to use the bad salt. Salt's expensive. Like, did you know that? Yes, I will be sharing the recipe. Once I'm done with this live, I will copy and paste it into the description. I mean, if you're looking right now like I gotta go to the store, you need a red onion, 3 carrots, 3 celery stalks, 5 ounces of pancetta, red pepper flakes, fresh parsley, which I just sent my husband to the store to get because I forgot, 1 pound of ground beef. I like to use 85/15, 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of ground veal. If that makes you sad, you can just use another pound of ground beef. 1 cup of red wine, 3 cans of San Marzano tomatoes. I use these. Boop. You need a cup of salt. No, I like the real salt, Henry. You have to look it up. It's this whole conspiracy. It probably means nothing. Yeah, milk. And then the bread, I will also put the recipe on for the bread. The bread's super easy. It's the no knead type of bread. And everybody wants it. My oldest actually goes to his dad's this weekend, and yeah, his dad remembered. He was like, "Hey, you making that fancy spaghetti and bread?" So I will give him some. This stuff needs a ton. And you're not going to see it finished on this live because it has to simmer for 2 hours. But you guys can watch it simmer. Now that's the way to get some hours out of it. Holy smokes. I'm sure someone has done that. Like, here's the live of watching paint dry. Okay, everything's all mixed and incorporated. I think at this point you're supposed to add the parsley, but it'll be okay. You'll do that at the end. It's not the worst thing in the world. And honestly, if you forgot, it's not the worst thing. You could use just dried parsley. Sometimes dried parsley kind of, I don't know, it feels a little bit floral, like it's more floral. Okay. That looks good. All incorporated. Really? That's interesting. I actually think I remember that. I don't remember that. That does sound familiar. But I like this, like it's called real salt and it's like from, I don't know. It has the minerals in it. It's not like table salt. Okay. So we're good. We are good. I was looking at this recipe. I was like, this isn't the Bolognese recipe. And it's because this is the Bolognese recipe. Half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, but I think I have to put the wine in next. Okay. No. Okay. It says half a teaspoon. Oh, I'm not gonna put a full teaspoon in. I have children, but you could. You could. That's about half. This in there. Right. Once again, don't have the parsley, but it's fine. We'll throw that in while it's simmering for 3 hours. Okay. Got that? And now we are going to put in our 1 cup of red wine. We're going to turn up the heat just a little bit so it can kind of boil off. Stir that around. I used to think as a kid that like kids couldn't have food that had wine in it. I mean, it's an honest thing. Okay, now we gotta put the bread in. I put the bread in. I gotta make sure my oven runs hot. So last time it cooked in like 15 minutes. Hopefully not. Okay. It's 1:11, so the lowest time they say is 20 minutes. So we'll check on this at 1:30. Here she goes. Look at me. So yeah, I bought garlic and we don't even need it. We don't even need it. Okay, we are going to let the wine kind of cook off. Look at this mess. Look at this. It is what it is, right? Get a blender out. I always forget one thing off a recipe. And that's like the worst. One thing. Not worth going to the store for one thing. Okay, I need to put in some salt and pepper. And very short. I like this sea salt. I'm pretty sure it's literally called real salt. And it comes in a little bag. I like using that. I like kosher salt. Kosher every second, but I like the real Celtic kind of salt. The table salt like doesn't have all like the minerals that salt is supposed to have. I'm eyeballing it. This is I kind of cook it until it doesn't smell alcohol-y. Does that make sense? It says like 5 minutes to do it. And then hopefully this won't wake up the kids. It's very quick, the pulsing, so come on. I'm sorry if it is loud. And I like that it's just tomatoes. That's it. Sure, they probably snuck in something. A microplastic. Something. Oh, now we are here. You were there. Maybe I need to, yeah, I need a clean one. This is dirty. Someone's gonna come to me in the comments being like, you cross-contaminated. Huh, what did the grape say when someone stood on it? Nothing, we just let out a little wine. Is it too early for wine? Maybe. What time is it in the UK? I know Henry over there is in the UK. Okay, so get this going. Kind of burnt off the alcohol from the red wine. Going back. Add the wine now and cook until the alcohol is completely evaporated, scraping the brown bits on the bottom of the pan. Pulse the tomatoes smooth in a food processor. We did that. And then add to the meat and generously. I salt and pepper the tomatoes and I salt and pepper this. We like salt. Okay? And then it's gonna simmer for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. It's 1:15 right now here. We eat dinner at 5. I let this thing simmer all day. The longer sauce simmers, the better it tastes. Like this is a pretty thick sauce. Like you almost want it to be like a ragu. Nice and thick, meaty and hearty. And then I got just rigatoni. I don't want to make pasta. Making pasta is hard. We made ravioli one time as a family and it literally took like all day. All day. Alright, so now we're gonna add this in. I don't want to get it on me. I want it all. Okay. That. I'm gonna stir it all in. Boop. What's crazy is it smells so good. But then like you kind of get nose blind to it in the kitchen. And so then when you like walk away and then you come back, you're like, I've done something fantastic in my kitchen. Like, it just smells good. So yeah, so once Justin gets back home, I will add a handful of parsley, kind of chopped up, roughly chopped. And it literally sits here for 2.5 hours, 2.5 to 4 hours. And then you add 1 cup of milk at the end, and then you have it. And that's it. So what I'll do is when this is all done, I'll like record the finishing touches and I'll add it to like whatever I'm making here. And then we'll see. You'll see the end result. Maybe I'll like do a post. I'll do a post of the end result, but then when I do this, I gotta have ideas for long form videos. So I thought, oh, a cooking video. So I'll do this, and then at the end, I'll clip on like the finishing touches, what I did.
Are you looking for the parsley? Sir?